Michelle, you suffered abuse in the hands of your husband for 10 years. And we're talking to you now because I want you to talk to those people who may be finding themselves in that situation now.
You know, it's actually supposed to be safer at home, but if there's domestic violence that exists in a household, then I'm afraid that safer at home is not really the appropriate term to call this. So I really feel for those people staying at home right now and trying to endure the abuse, because I've been there before. And, this is an unprecedented situation, and we really need to find ways to cope, especially when there's abuse.
First of all, I laud you for your courage in sharing, because I know that people are going to get something out of this. What were the triggers of the abuse?
The triggers could be little to big, types of situations, like, when I wear perfume, he didn't like it. He was very insecure, and he's like, okay, you're going out, you have perfume, why? Or we have different disciplining styles. So I had little kids back then, and my style was to put my kids on timeout. But he resorts to, let me call corporal punishment, not even spanking, sometimes hitting the kids in the back or the head.
Can you imagine if you were still in that situation and this coronavirus, a stay-at-home or shelter-in-place orders happen? Can you imagine what's it like for people that are going through that now?
I mean, for someone who had experienced this before, it's going to be tremendously difficult living with an abuser 24/7. I really feel for these people and know that there are resources out there for them to use. First of all, of course, safety first. If you want to save your marriage, seek therapy, seek counseling. And if you just couldn't handle, just get out. Get some help from authorities and get out.
How did you find your voice? How did you get out?
I did realize that I need to take care of myself, and for me to be able to love and take care of my children, I need to love myself. And that was a starting point. And also, I seek therapy before, and he's never acknowledged that he has been an abuser. So in my opinion, it starts with acknowledging that he had issues, and we never got to that point. So I had to stand up for myself. I had to educate myself and understand what the laws are and understand what are my tools to save my life and my kids' future.
For people that are ready to leave now, how did you leave?
It took me a while to come up with that decision. I always gave him chances. And after almost 10 years, he didn't only hit me, but he hit my son. So, I thought 10 years, it's not going to change. So I planned to, get out, find a job. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I found a job. I educated myself on what resources, the laws and the, family law, what they can do for me. And slowly, I was able to support myself and my children.